In ancient Egypt, China, Japan, India, and some other countries, massage therapy was a form of medicine to relieve pain, rehabilitate injuries, reduce stress, control anxiety and depression, increase relaxation, and general well-being. JTV News recently met with chiropractor Dr. Howard Berg to find out more about alternative treatment for pain over the use of pharmaceutical drugs. One of his recommendations is chiropractic adjustments for well-being.
Chiropractic is the science, art, and philosophy of removing interference from the body's ability to heal itself. It's really that simple. Our Creator gave us a beautiful gift. Our body heals itself. We're self-regulating, self-healing mechanisms. If there's interference to that system, the body loses its ability to heal itself. Most people feel the chiropractors, neck pain, back pain, and we do work with that, but pain is just a sign that the body isn't working properly. It's a warning sign. We work with things, headaches, earaches, throat infections, stomach issues. There's a time and a place for drugs. Drugs are wonderful at saving lives. When it comes to wellness and prevention, that's not what drugs are really for. The body has this wonderful ability to heal itself as long as there's no interference. The brain and the spinal cord, they're the master controller of our body. And if there's any interference, if a bone is out of its proper position, it interferes with that, it puts pressure on the nerve, it can cause symptoms, pain down the arms and fingers. It can cause headaches, it can cause indigestion, it can cause women to be infertile, it can cause guys to be infertile. Those are all the things that chiropractic works with.
Dr. Berg says chiropractic adjustments ensure that there is no interference to your life, and he drew reference to some of the world's top athletes who use chiropractic adjustments to boost their performance.
Athletes use chiropractic for performance enhancement. The drug testing, the doping is so stringent right now that athletes look for an edge. And they look for that added advantage. Usain Bolt, he was adjusted 45 minutes before his world-setting event by his chiropractor. Had no neck pain, no back pain, performance enhancement. Michael Jordan said, I was able to play the game 12 to 15 years longer because I was under regular chiropractic care.
And what about people who might not be feeling pain and think that their body is...
Great question, but by the time we feel pain, the body's already gone into a warning system. The body's already telling us something. Then I always try to use an automobile analogy. We don't wait until the engine seizes up before we change the oil. We don't wait until the radiator's overheating before we put coolant into it. We maintain. So if we wait for pain, something's already gone south in the body.
Apart from chiropractic adjustments, Dr. Berg is also advocating the consumption of foods with anti-inflammatory properties to prevent long-term health consequences.
I try to teach them to eat as close to the natural source as possible. There's no such thing as junk food. There's either food or there's junk. There's nothing in between. I teach our patients and our friends and our people to shop the perimeter of the supermarket. That's where all the produce is. That's where the proteins are, the fish, the chicken, the eggs, those kind of things. It's when we get into the aisles, Sean, that's where we get into trouble. All the processed food, all the ingredients, the chemicals. Things have to sit on shelves 6, 8, 12 months, so they have to put chemicals in them so they don't fall apart, so they don't destroy themselves, they don't become bad. We use bad fats, we use preservatives, we use sugars, we use different kinds of fats and shortening that aren't great for us. So when we eat naturally, that's what the body's supposed to be, fruits, vegetables, and protein. Unfortunately here it's hard to find organic food. It's hard to find good, clean, grass-raised beef, farm-raised beef. So we have to do the best we can, and rather than not eating at all, we just try to stay away from the processed things. If a food has more than 1 or 2 ingredients in it, it becomes a food product. It's not really a food. If it comes in a box, it's absolutely not a food. So we work with a lot of food causes inflammation. A lot of food causes diabetes. We look, type 2 diabetes, which is the most prevalent diabetes here in the BVI, we can cure and reverse that through diet and nutrition. Diabetes is the body not being able to process sugar properly. There's too much sugar, so if we only eat fruits, vegetables, and protein, we stay away from breads, grains, rice, we stay away from that kind of stuff. That's how we change a body, especially for somebody that is much overweight, type 2 diabetes, fixing to have a heart attack or a stroke. We want to change their diet right away as quick as we can.
Dr. Howard Berg is a certified chiropractic sports physician at Island Chiropractic and Wellness Center located on Waterfront Drive in Road Town.